Okay, welcome back to session 2 of Liberate Crime Squad. Still August 26th, and still dealing with money issues. So we're gonna see where we are money-wise. We are gonna make a new squad. Just gonna put computer 2, he's gonna be our vendor. And obviously the vendor is going to go pawn our stuff off. So we made 1847 to a liberal. The next juice level, which is juice level 50, still playing with fire because they're really poor disguise still. But I'm going to do so anyway. What is security at? 12. Well, I did say you're not going to be recruiting. Oh, it's 50 juice. Okay, I was wrong apparently. At 50 juice, you can recruit people. It used to be 100, but I could be mistaken. I do have the wiki dot open, so let me double check. Apparently I was wrong. It is 50 juice to recruit. You gonna be able to recruit anyone with 6 persuasion? Probably not. And you're obviously not going to be seducing because that's also based on persuasion. I mean, charisma. Just still checking because I don't have my notepad open. Yeah, so you're not going to be seducing anyone, so it's fine for you to do this. We're going to be procuring some cars. And obviously I shot off what happens when he fails successfully, but he's good enough at what he does. If he gets spotted, he knows Kung Fu, so he can very easily get away. Give him a black suit for luck, I guess. And then it's making expensive suits. Cindy's making our lab coats for the eventual juice session we're gonna have with these guys. Okay, so we don't need liberal weapons yet, but we will be procuring some M16s and maybe some AKs later on in the future, since our guys have some rifle skill, courtesy of our agent teaching them. As to sell, gonna sell all our loot. Gonna pawn off all these second-rate stuff that we made, because they're not gonna be helping us. Including the black suits. Actually, I must still accrue evidence. I wanted to hold on to that for later on, but I guess we'll get some more. I'm done selling. I'll hold up on the guitars for now. Second rate, yeah. So you can still have a variety of things. I've been picking the most hard one to find, which would have been the taxi car, and we're gonna try to steal a police cruiser just for fun. And I got a van. Okay, we're ready. We have top security, so we should be able to pick the lock pretty easily. Hotwire the car pretty easily, and away we go. No. Although we are Do we get juice from that 56? I don't think we get juice from stealing cars, but I do want to steal like a taxi car or something. It just amuses me. Oh, sports car, that's good enough for me. The Viper, eh? The Viper is a very high profile security thing. It's going to be very hard to pick, and we'll probably get spotted in the process. Do yourself in a vehicle. I'm not deterred. Oh, an event. In contempt. In New York, apparently. Conservative federal judge Ted Short had resigned in disgrace after being caught with a civil servant. Like I said, free speech is in our conservative, so we have these censored stuff, so it would have been like a prostitute or someone. Short, who once defied the federal government by placing the Ten Commandments monument in the local federal building, was found with Raylene Nelson last week in a hotel during a police sting operation. According to sources familiar with the particulars, when police broke into the hotel room, they saw the judge going to the bathroom in the vicinity of the civil servant. Nelson reportedly offered arresting officers favors in exchange for the silence. Short could not be reached for comment, although an aide stated that the judge would be going on a Bible retreat for a few weeks to make things right with the Almighty Father. So a positive event for us, which we desperately needed. Okay, computer dude is going to... I hope this works, but we're going to try this. We're going to continue to steal cars. Yeah, we didn't get juice from that, but we are getting vehicles, which we can potentially sell off. Unfortunately, they don't show up because of a bug, but I can at least see which button they're connected to. Gonna go back on foot. Computer dude's gonna be selling his car off. I don't want to sell it. Shoot, I did it wrong. Come on, police cruiser. Hang it. Pick the lock. I'll wire the car. Off we go. Oh, it's the car you're in. I went into the sports car by accident. So it'll be a decent way to get some cash. And we'll eventually get our police car, even if it's not showing up on the thing properly. And because he's so good, he's not even getting caught, so he's not committing a crime. And you're going to continue to go to the used car lot to sell whatever he has. And I guess to not really need the expensive suit there, we'll just speed along the process of making lab coats. That is D. We need a couple. We need at least one more day's worth. Sell the van, easy $800. Come on, police cruiser. A sports car. Some vehicles give a bonus to the driving skill, which will be relevant once we get into like a high pursuit chase. It's based on your driving skill. You get a bonus when you have a sports car or a high speed car for obvious reasons. Okay, and off we go. Because I was gonna send all the mutants off to the halls of ultimate judgment to get some easy juice, but that's not gonna happen. Peter Dude's gonna continue to sell these cheaper cars. Agent 47 is going to continue to procure stolen cars to sell that the computer dude can sell off. Then his baller and soliciting donations. And now that we actually have enough codes, the newly assembled liberal mutant squad is going to put on these lab coats. You're not going to have a shotgun, Alexander. And you're going to be causing some trouble at the cosmetics store. Do I want to do this? Well, except for Alexander. Alexander's going to do stuff the old-fashioned way. Trying to think this through. Alexander has the most charisma out of us. But they're not going to be seducing anyone, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll have to take. I have to make a risk on that. I can't be playing safe with. I can't afford to be playing safely. Gonna send him off to the cosmetics area. Meanwhile, Nin is gonna be recruiting people. What I need is a doctor. A doctor. Okay, and go. Sell a stolen van. The LMS is going to be active. Yep, that's not a good point. Yeah, here we go. So much for that. I need to train these guys properly, but they can't train properly because the halls are high security. Yeah. Okay, what we need is someone with decent first aid. That's better than a 2. You got a 5, a 7, and you're a moderate. 7, 6, okay. Come on, police cruiser. Oh, something to steal. Let's chat with this dude. Okay, and not sure. So are they all? Sir, trying to figure out who's in the car. If they're just all driving to the car. Or no. This is weird. Okay, I'm not gonna question this, but let's just do that. Nobody gets some driving in. It is gonna continue to recruit find a good doctor. And 47, you're going to continue to steal cars for my amusement. You're not very good. We need someone that's better than a 7. That's not going to happen. Police cruiser and a sports car. Okay, stole the car. Send you off to the cosmetics shop again. E D. Send you out to the used car shop. You had the bug, which I'm content with. 600 bucks for that. So let me check. Disguise of 4, stealth of 4. I'll go up. Disguise of 6, stealth of 5, 7 and 5, 5 and 6, 5 and 4. That's probably where we're going wrong. So we have someone with 4 disguise, and because we have a large amount of people in our squad, we have a lower chance of being successful with our stealth and disguise checks. Yeah, because we have people in the forest, not really that gonna be effective, but it's gonna have to work. Unfortunately, I do not have a sleeper in this area. I guess I can have 47. I'm being greedy, but we can have 47 try to get a sleeper in this area since he has a recruitment slot. Or maybe a founder. I still not do this, but I need these guys that have juice. And this will be the fastest way. And it also will promote liberalism in this area. Yeah, we're gonna commit. You see, fluffy white animal rabbits in a locked cage, freedom. Yes. We open the cage. We get 3 juice. We get a count of vandalism. This is an easy way to get juice. You can get up to 100 juice doing this way. Each one keeps you 3 juice. So an easy way to get to 100 juice. And it's very low risk, except we're really bad at being hidden and disguised, so we're not going to get that much juice per day, but it's better than nothing. Here's 7, 5, 6, 5, yep. Looks like 7 was going to be the best we can do. A group calling itself the Liberal Crime Squad burst into the scene of political activism yesterday. According to a spokesperson from the police department, the events took place at the Dolls Cosmetics. Further details are sketchy, but police sources suggest that the LCS engaged in tampering with lab barrels and picking locks. So yeah, now we are officially a crime squad. And said crime squad is going to continue to do that. So that means that if I want these guys to just seduce conservatives, I'm going to have to play with RNG. I hope that we don't get caught. The mutants that committed the crime, that is. No, I do not want to steal a car. That'd be a poor life decision. Let's see. What do I want to recruit next? Because we have... I believe we have room for 1 more. 2 more. do want days to pass too. What I need next. See, we have a doctor. We already have a lawyer. Our judge. Our police officer. You're supposed to be stealing stuff. Judge 2 is supposed to be stealing stuff, not uncovering secrets. I guess what I could do next is just have a couple dancers, and you'll see why in a moment. We have enough cars, I'm not going to have you steal anymore. Gonna be teaching, not yet, just solicit donations for now. And computer dude, you can do the same thing. And you're going to the cosmetic lab. So now we're gonna be finding dancers, and the reason why is they have high agility. Not this one. They also have dodge. At least I think they do. Well, that one has like a dodge point. Probably people with that don't have high wisdom. That might not be an option. No one has stealth, but no. That might not be an option, but let's see. We did find the moderate doctor, so we could find some moderate dancers. There's no really good way to find them other than hoping to find a dancer, but we're gonna do it this way instead. Continue going to the cosmetics area, you guys. Continue getting juice the old-fashioned way by releasing dozens and dozens of rabbits into the field. Slash getting disguise and possibly stealth checks as well. Yeah, good enough. So looking for moderate dancers, even if they don't have that good of dodge skill, they'll at least have pretty decent agility. Just looking for guys with agility so they can commit crimes as well. They just don't have as decent attribute variance as the mutants. Speaking of recruitment, welcome George Wangling to the LCS. You're going to be our official doctor. Continue to commit crimes. Okay, I'm making sure I wasn't going to the genetics area. That would be a poor life decision because, as I said in a previous session, you do not want to be releasing caged genetic creatures. It's a horrible decision. You can very easily, they will very easily attack you instead. Not you, but you did find a moderate. 10 health, 10 agility, 10 strength. Your charisma and your aim is met, but you will have more heart and wisdom, so we will chat with you. And I seduce. Dang it. Break it off. The second time I did that. What I meant to recruit was already having flashbacks to losing that super agile mutant. Grab loot in the process as well. Surprised we did not get discovered by that eminent scientist. 38 shoes. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I find another moderate dancer. That one knows how to use a gun. That one knows how to do art. That one knows how to seduce, which is interesting, but now it's all these guys. Okay, instead of doing that, I can have you go to the cosmetics area. You're not going to be recruiting it. You're not going to be as good at recruiting, so we're not going to have like a scientist sleeper. Actually, maybe we will. Maybe we will. But for the genetics area. Sure, you need a lab coat. Forgot about that. This is why I made so many extras. Lab coat for you. Lab coat for you. Computer do is not going to be doing anything. America, go to the cosmetics area. Here, go to genetics lab, and 47 is going to go to the cosmetics as well. There we have options so that when we eventually release the other ones, we'll at least know where they are. Science, we have 5 science. We might be able to seduce another eminent scientist. Although I'm not sure if we've reached the cap for seducing said people. Like it's based on your seduction skill. I think divided by 2 or some complicated recipe. A couple moderates. Looking for eminent scientists. They're because if conservatives are experimenting on poor creatures, there's bound to be the head honcho somewhere around here. Continue to. Oh, shit, I passed one. Of course, when I'm trying. No, of course, when I'm trying to find one, I can't find it. We'll eventually find one to seduce. Then we'll have 47 chat with like a non-liberal or maybe like a lab tech or someone. Okay, we done what we needed to do. Let's get out of there. Agent 47. Well, there's an eminent scientist, but like I said, we have like really poor persuasion. So we're going to be finding a moderate. And hopefully not get discovered in the process. Shoot. Okay, there's an office worker. Yeah, let's just get out of there. He needs to work on his persuasion. He's gonna need all his persuasion up to 6 before he actually has a chance. Even then, his knowledge won't be that great for trying to mess with moderates. But we are now a socialist threat. Just took a while, but there we are. 10 science. We should be fine. I don't know any art, but I know plenty about persuasion. I know plenty about stealth. think I know about as much driving. But we're gonna try. See what happens. Okay, it worked. The liberal power within. Alright. And that's gonna take our this part. It'll be a shorter finale part for this session, but I'll see you then, right when that happens.